really funny.
What, me being a mouth breather is funny to you?
No, I have nothing against mouth breathers. I'm actually one in the winter as well. But I don't know.
I don't know if this has been happening to you or if it's just me because, like, apparently I have no immune system anymore and I'm sick again. But I've been waking up so dry. Like, my tongue and lips literally like sandpaper.
Okay, you didn't
So
say you
dry.
didn't say I wake up and my mouth is dry. You said I wake up dry.
Yeah, like, I mean, my nose is dry as well.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, like, every orifice is dry.
No, I've been experiencing that too, and I actually just got a humidifier. Not like just, probably a few months ago because I've been
the,
experiencing
the
that.
thing is, I have a humidifier and I don't use it because I swear to God, when I got it, it made it worse.
Girl,
I
how?
hand to God.
I think you should try it again. I think you should bring the humidifier closer to your face. Like put it on your nightstand or something.
My nightstand's not big enough. I don't know. Either way, I'm sure it'll go away. But yeah, no, I've been waking up like dry as a Sahara Desert.
I was gonna make a that's what she said joke, but I'm really trying to move past that now.
That is what she said, though.
That is, in fact, what she said. Welcome to Beanbag and Banter. Or why do I keep doing that?
No, I don't know because I think I do that too. Beanbag and banter, but it's just beanbag banter.
I'm your host, Sally.
I'm your host, Trisha.
Oh my god, wait, that was everything. Thank you for going along with that.
I've decided I'm just gonna like let you. I need to stop trying to change you.
Oh
I need to just let you be you.
my god. I'm glad somebody finally has come to that conclusion. How's your week been? How are
Um,
you?
I'm good. Sick as aforementioned. But other than that, pretty good. Had a pretty like relaxing weekend. I did some shopping, which was good. Yeah. What about you?
I'm very tired. Had a pretty busy week, but had a nice weekend as well. So I'm ready to get back into the swing of things.
What is that like dance move that you're doing?
That
You look
that
like
is
you're.
me like that's me like demonstrating me
You
getting
look
back
like
into.
in like Grey's Anatomy when they like charge the medical paddles and they've gonna like restart the heart.
If you're curious to see what that looks like, tune into YouTube. Is that what people say? Tune into YouTube.
I would say head to our YouTube page or watch. Sorry to the audio listeners. Most of our most of our listeners are on YouTube, so the audio listeners, you're behind the times. Go to YouTube.
Please. Do you prefer to listen to your podcasts like just the audio, or do you watch as well?
So I have 4 podcasts that I listen to like consistently, like listen to every new episode that comes out. Only one of them does like has an actual like set and like stuff for their uh visual, like for a visual aspect. All the other ones is just
BNCMAP?
like what?
BNCMAP?
BNCMAP. Yeah, shout out to them being the only
Yes.
podcast. Well, okay, to be fair, I don't I also only listen to them. I don't watch them. Unless I'm really really bored, but they're like the only ones that I would watch. So,
Hmm.
my other ones like don't really do that, you know.
I've noticed that if there are video episodes, I like try to watch it because I feel like I'm a part of the conversation. Like even though if I'm not obviously I'm
Mm.
not talking, but it's like to sit and like eat and watch a podcast. It's like just being part of. That sounds really sad, actually. Just to like feel like you're a part of a conversation when you're eating.
No, I do get that. I see I only listen to podcasts when I'm at the gym too. So like I don't need that visual element, you know?
Oh No, that makes sense. I listen to it sometimes when I'm driving too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyways,
I had a question for you and I forget what it was. Oh, yeah. Do you like so of your podcasts that you like listen to religiously, do you like them better when they have guest episodes or when they're just like regular episodes without guests?
I don't know. I think it really depends on who it is. I feel like a lot of people do really well with guests and it's light and fresh because they know what to expect when it's just the same people all the time. But then again, there's a reason why I continue to listen to the same people all the time. So I don't know. I think it really just depends.
I'm wholeheartedly like anti-guest to be honest on like most of the podcasts I listen to. Do you want to know?
Really?
Do you want to know why? I feel like this is
Yes.
so like this is literally just a me thing, but like you said, like I choose to listen to like the people I'm listening to, so I want to hear like their thoughts about things. I don't really want to hear them like interviewing another person or like asking another person questions, if that makes sense. Like for example, like the Formula One podcast I listen to, they have guests like probably at least once a month, and I don't really listen to them because I usually want to hear like what the two hosts have to say about like a recent race or like recent news versus them like interviewing a driver from the F2 series or something like that. I don't know, like that's just me, like what I'd rather listen to.
You heard it here first. If Sally has ever said, "Oh my God, you should be a guest on our podcast," she was lying to your face. She does not want you here.
Sorry to our listeners for any future guest episode we have. We know you don't want it.
She's trying to silence you.
Silencing all our future guests. Imagine it's like we say it's a guest episode, but we never speak to them once, and they're just like sitting here.
We just don't even give them a mic. Really, just.
So like what, like Mason every week?
That being said, we'd love to have you on the podcast.
Please reach out if you're interested in being a guest.
Let's get into our beanbag and banter.
Yeah, let's dive in. I'll go
I'm
first.
about to dive. Oh, okay. Yep. Go.
Did you write it on a piece of paper?
So I was at work today and I was thinking of ideas I wanted to like make sure I get to today. And I thought about how I didn't write my beanbag and banter yet. So I wrote it on this piece of paper and I have it with me
Wow,
now.
that's like so
Yeah.
interesting of you.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay,
Don't even
but me first.
fret.
Me first. I'm kind of excited about mine today. I feel like you're gonna laugh at one of them. So my banter is that I baked Christmas cookies today, and I'm pretty much done with my Christmas shopping for everyone except for two of my family members. Um, so I feel like, yeah, I was so stressed about it, but
Girl, I
like
haven't
everything's
even
pretty much done.
started. Good for you.
Well, here's why. I obviously have not had a paycheck in 4 months, so I was very stressed about the financial aspect of Christmas this year. Um, and so I was determined to like get everything black with Black Friday sales. Uh,
That is so smart. I should have done that.
I don't think I didn't save that much money. Like the sales weren't that good, but better than
Something is
buying
better than
full.
nothing.
So I'm
Wait,
thrilled about
that
that.
being said, I have a question for you.
Okay,
Who do you have for Secret Santa?
I'm not telling you. Who do you have?
Someone. I'll tell
Should we
you if you
just
tell
say it?
me.
Should we say it? Because I don't think any of them listen.
Imagine.
No, Ashna does. Ashna does. But should we just say it?
Does she though? Do our friends really listen? Drawing your attention back to a previous episode when I said that my parents don't listen, they still haven't brought up
Your eyebrows?
me being
Oh,
grateful and me going on a tangent. Oh, guys, happy belated Thanksgiving.
we said Happy Thanksgiving on Instagram.
I know, but I'm saying it on the podcast.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Anyways, rewind, rewind, rewind.
Didn't we say Happy Thanksgiving because we did the What Are You Thankful For? Are you sorry?
Rewind. Who do you have for Secret Santa?
Okay,
Are you
ready?
are you comfortable? Wait, are you actually gonna share? Because I'm scared. Because I don't think you're gonna. I don't trust
No, I'm
you.
gonna share. I'm gonna
No,
count down from three, and on
no, we're not gonna
three,
do this.
on
We're not gonna do. We're not gonna do. I'm scared. I know you're not gonna do it, and then I
I am
actually
gonna do it.
will. No, no, no. We can't. We can't.
So what I'm gathering from this is neither of us have each other.
Yeah,
Because then we would have said no, like we're not doing it.
yeah. Or I could have just lied to you.
And that's why you don't want to do it because you have me.
No.
We'll find out eventually.
Yeah, yeah.
So my bag is that I'm currently looking for an apartment because I'm moving in January, which is just like a real struggle because of a lot of factors that we won't get into because if I start ranting about them again, I'll get upset. But yeah, that's been really tough and probably will continue to be tough until I find one. My bean, and this is kind of strange. So my bean is my surgery that's coming up. So as you're listening to this, I will be under the knife, as they say, on Thursday. Um, and there are two reasons why I'm like looking forward to this. One is that I'm so like nervous for my surgery that I'm excited for it to be over so I won't have to be like worrying about it anymore. And then also because like every time my knee starts to like hurt a little bit or like I can't move a certain way because of it, I'm just like think about the fact that like I won't have pain in a couple months and I just like get so excited cuz I can't wait to like do things normally.
Oh my god, wait, that's like everything. I feel like stuff like that like really puts things into perspective. Like, oh, I should be able to walk okay. I should be able to walk fine, but like I can't or it hurts or whatever. And so the fact that like it's gonna all be solved so soon, yes,
Yeah, like I should be able to climb stairs without like pain. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
it'll
Oh
be
my
good.
god, woohoo!
It almost like doesn't feel real. Like I don't remember what it's like to like not have pain or like what it's like to have like full range of mobility in my leg. So, whole new me coming up.
That's how I feel about breathing. But
What? Do you have asthma?
well, no, I don't have. I actually, I probably do. I definitely think I do. I've just never been tested for that. I've never been able to breathe with both nostrils. So my example doesn't even make sense because I don't know what that is. So I can't like recall an experience. I can't recall a time where I
Is that what a
could.
deviated septum is?
Yeah, I have a deviated septum.
Can't you get that fixed?
No, yeah, you fully can. And I
Oh,
was supposed to, but then I chickened
oh,
out. Yeah,
right. I'm remembering this story.
yeah, I figured if I've gone thus far, like I'm okay. I don't need it.
So you don't think you're ever gonna get it?
No, I would like to. I would like to kind of get my nose shaven down while I'm in there as well. But that's a
What's
whole conversation within itself about me wanting to.
what scared you about like why didn't you get your deviated septum done?
Because I was 14 at the time and I was like, oh, no, I can't miss
Understood.
school.
You were worried about school?
Well, that was one of the factors. Yeah,
Like going to school, having just gotten a nose job?
yeah.
Hey, what's your beanbag banter?
Okay, so my banter has been over the past few weeks. I've been spending a lot of time with my family. Last Tuesday, we went to, I think I talked about this a little while ago, this adult magic show. We went to like dinner. It was like with my family that came from out of town, but also like over Thanksgiving, even though we don't really celebrate, like throughout the holiday weekend, we saw my mom's side of the family, and I'm the oldest on that side, so it was nice to see all my other cousins are boys, and they're all like very, very young, so it's nice to like be able to see them. And I've realized that like I really did miss out on so much, like being in school, and especially because I was right here for school too, so I easily could have been at all of these things that have happened, but like I wasn't, and I chose not to be. And now that I'm here, I'm a lot more like grateful that I get to watch. them grow up and stuff. Oh my god, I don't know why it just got so soft. I'm literally taking that back.
No, I do get what you mean though. Like as I've gotten older, like I definitely like, especially when I see like extended family, like it's just so much fun, and I just like can't wait for like the next time I get to see them.
Mm-hmm. It's nice. It's nice being appreciative of things that I wasn't appreciative of before.
That's called growth.
That is, I'm trying. I'm trying to grow. Okay, moving on. My bag. Speaking of spending time with people that I love, my bag was that is that I've realized it's been over a year since the eight of us have been together.
Yeah,
That's a very sad thought to think about.
I actually was thinking about that the other day because I was like, we don't even have like a plan for the future.
We've talked about this several times too, and how we like, or I'll speak for myself. Like felt like I've pat myself on the back almost, being like, oh my god, we did so well, like getting the group out of London and keeping such a good relation with everybody. But it's also like, one, it's been a year since we've all seen each other. Two, like you said, we don't have a plan moving forward because I feel like
Okay, but you
during
say been a
school,
year since we all seen each other, but keep in
well,
mind in that
eight
year
of
we had
us.
two group plans. Just like there,
No, no, yeah, yeah,
so I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
we've
No,
still
I
done a
get
good
it.
job, but it is unfortunate it can't be all eight of us.
Yeah, that's what I'm. My point is like the eight of us.
Yeah,
It's hard. It's a lot harder now, is what I'm saying, and that's the sad part of it.
I think it's difficult just because there's like now that we're out of school, our schedules are a lot less clear.
They're lot
I
less flexible too.
and also like I mean, speak for myself. Like I only have until May planned out for myself, so that's why it's like it's just tough in general. But we'll get there. We'll figure it out, girl. Don't fret. Don't fret.
I wasn't fretting. It's
Okay,
just
good.
sad. Yeah. And my bean is that while Sally is getting her knee fixed on Thursday, I will be getting my hair done.
Yes.
I have been just so irritated with my hair recently. I need a change. I'm telling everybody that I'm going to do a certain thing, and I really think I'm not going to do it when I'm sitting in the chair and my guy asked me what I want. I think I'm going to pull something out of my ass. I think I'm going to go crazy. I'm actually not going to go crazy.
Crazy.
I'm not going to go crazy.
Are you gonna get a bob, ma'am?
Absolutely not. No, we're not doing that. We're not. Guys, if you have not seen, oh, I don't think anyone here has is following my TikTok or my dump Instagram. I have um expressing that I've been getting called ma'am, and I'm just embracing it at this point. But I will
So
not
you
be
are
getting a
getting
bob.
a
No,
lob,
no, no, no,
a long choppy bob.
no.
So what
But
do
I
you?
am excited for. I'm not telling you. When this episode comes out, after you're done listening to the episode in its entirety, head on over to our Instagram and you'll see my hair.
Yes. Wait, now
Yes.
I'm like excited. I can't wait to see what you're doing.
I'm shaving it all off.
Come Friday, it's gonna be. Sorry, the old beanbag banter can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because they're dead.
Wait, that's everything. We should make that
Do you know?
TikTok.
Do you know what that's from? That's a Taylor Swift song. Sorry, the old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because she's dead.
I think you knew the answer as to why I didn't know where that was from.
I know. I'm just like surprised that you didn't.
I think you'll be very proud to hear that I finally watched Selling Sunset.
Yes.
It was a long time coming, and I'll
No,
be
it's
so
only
for
you. It's
real.
only 2 weeks after I did it.
Only 2 weeks.
That's pretty good. You still haven't watched OC, have you?
What are you talking about? I watched OC before I watched.
Sorry, I think I'm ill. Please continue.
Oh. I was about to say, I was really expecting more out of the reunion at the end. That being said, I didn't watch that in its entirety because I was just like, oh my god, like the
Wait,
same
I kind of
bullshit.
love the reunion.
Yeah, so I want to hear your takes on that
Okay.
as well. But let's start from the beginning of the season.
Yeah. I loved this season. I
I
was loving it.
This was a great season.
I felt like the drama was like I feel like usually the drama in reality shows is clearly like made up and like blown out of proportion, but because like this drama was like carried over from last season, I feel like it felt more real, if that makes sense.
It did feel more real, but I also did think that it was blown out of proportion tremendously.
Oh, okay.
So so I agree and disagree with you here.
Okay.
But
Okay, I hear you.
it's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like a good way to start this is who was your favorite agent of the season and why?
Oh, the thing is though, now that I'm looking back on it, in terms of like not even like my favorite agent or whatever, it's like I don't even recall watching them show houses.
Yeah, I literally think like I think
Brie probably showed
Bree was the only one that showed a
twice.
house. Was she the one that showed Josh Richards a house? Because she took it from he was Heather's
Oh my
client,
god. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna
Josh.
we're okay, let me not go off on a tangent. My
Okay.
favorite my favorite Loki probably was Brie.
Oh, love her. I love her.
I think
I love her.
I really wasn't her fan last season, but right now I think she's definitely up there.
Yeah, no, I totally hear you. She's she's probably top 3 for me as well. Like I love her. I also think she's gorgeous. Like she's just so nice to look at. Um, my favorite though is Mary, like as always.
Really.
Like shout out to my girl. I know she didn't really have much of like a role this season, but
But granted, yeah, it's
I just like, oh, I love her. Also, I was taking a look at the O Group website today where they list like all their agents and they also have like profiles for them and list their like cred-
credibility.
accreditations and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Mary's page actually says she's the vice president of the O Group, which I don't know if we knew as like viewers, but like good for her.
Okay, no, we don't know that, but I was actually gonna say that I thought it was so admirable of her at the beginning of the season to step down from the
Yes,
manager position.
I
I was like,
totally agree.
you made it so clear that you want to be manager of like the business side, not manager of the office, and have to be babysitter. And I was like, wait, literally pop
She
off.
drew that boundary line in the sand.
Oh, yes.
And also, I feel like shout out Mary, but shout out Romaine. Like he's easily one of the
Oh,
hardest working cast members on this show, and he's not even a realtor because he is Brett and Jason's like personal contractor apparently.
honestly though, like good for him. He's making bank, or he looks like he's making bank, and he's like working essentially very close proximity to his wife and his
With
best
their like
friends or
good
whatever.
friends.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know if you had this same thought, but obviously I think she married Romaine and she was dating Romaine in season 1, married him maybe season 3, but there's obviously the age difference and like I feel like I was like, yes, Mary. Okay, we need to talk about their photos because all of the profile photos on the O Group website is like someone's headshots, but like photoshopped onto a gray background, and they all look so bad.
it's actually god awful.
Like, Jason, you spent $5 million on that damn office. Like, you can have some professional headshots taken of these people that look the same. I promise you, you can afford that. That is not her. Like, I don't know who that woman is, but that's not my girl
No, this
Brie.
is like not. Oh, ooh, this is not her.
That's not her. I mean, she still looks
And
fabulous, but like that's not her.
anyways, okay, so she's in
So
your
my
top three, you said. Yeah.
top three are probably Mary, Bree, and Chelsea.
Mary, Bree, and Chelsea. Okay. Chelsea this season. I am so on
She
the
was
fence with her.
everything.
No, no, no. She actually
Did
annoyed me quite a bit.
she's always I
And
she's stirring the pot. I know.
she's so wish-washy. Which I get, like, that's the point of your show to stir the pot, but like, give me a second. Like, let me breathe before you say. And Amanda did that too this season, and that actually hurt me so
Oh
much
my
because
god,
she was always my favorite agent. It was always her and Heather up top. So I didn't even count Heather because she's like gone. Which
can we like get to Amanza like in her own section
Heather,
because what's
Heather,
going on
if
with
you're
Amanza
listening,
is crazy.
Heather, when you're listening to this, we would love to have you on the podcast.
Heather, we would love to have you and Tarek on the podcast to talk about your new show, The Flipping El Musas.
And Tristan, congratulations on Tristan J. L. Musa.
Woo!
Yay! Um,
Um,
no,
I,
Amanda's gonna get her own airtime. Like, don't even fret.
yeah, that's like a whole thing. But
Okay,
my thing with Chelsea, I first of all, I just always love her because she always looks great. Like, I feel like she's always wearing the craziest outfits. Like her and Amanza are up there. But also, I thought it was really big of her. I know she kind of went back on this whole Cassandra thing, but she apologized to Brie. She was like, "I'm sorry for the way I treated you, and I'm sorry for judging you." I think she does feel bad, and she knows it's wrong. But I also, at the same time, I do think she still thinks it's that Brie's like situation with Nick Cannon is wrong. Which I mean, you can't. Rome wasn't built in a day, I guess. But I thought it was big of her to apologize. And even we saw that scene where she apologized to Amanza after she and Amanza had a fight. Like, I do in general find her trying to be the bigger person. And I don't know if that's because she genuinely is or because she's always trying to be on everyone's good side.
I think it's because she's trying to get on everyone's good side. um Her flat out saying, "Oh, everyone was like, we're not gonna like Brie when she starts at the office," and then her saying she was left in the dust because everyone got to know her and like her. So you're essentially admitting, okay, I was just gonna follow along with what everyone's doing, and since everyone likes you, I should probably like you too.
Yeah, well, keep in mind, she screwed herself over when she joined because she was besties with Christine, and everyone hated Christine. So she's trying to she's got to fix her reputation among the office.
That being said, though, I was very surprised to hear that she's essentially top dog in the office.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
that took me for a loop.
so I texted you this. I don't know if you like read it because you never responded, and I thought you would enjoy this, so I'm going to
I'm
mention
so
it
sorry.
again. Both of Chelsea's parents have degrees from the University of Westminster.
Yes, I did see that, and I thought I did acknowledge it, but I didn't.
I mean, I could
um
have forgotten also. It's been a long time.
University of Westminster holds a very,
Near and dear.
yeah, it's
Place in
very
our
near and
hearts.
dear to our hearts. It's it's where Sally and I met. Oh, well,
It's
not
perfectly
really,
reasonable to
but
believe
like,
that Chelsea's parents have been in the floor 17 kitchen.
wait,
They
I've never thought about that.
probably know Jean Paul.
Yo, blast from the past. Jean Paul, when you listen to this, we would love to get you on here. We'll ship you a beanbag. We
You're
will
paying
finance.
international shipping for that?
We will finance. It's a business expense. We will finance
Finance the beanbag.
the beanbag.
Jean
Um,
Paul, if you have contacts at University of Westminster, we'd love to host a guest lecture on the business of podcasting.
yes, and feel free to invite all alumni, including Chelsea's parents.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea, she can just come. um, Ed Sheeran.
He's an alumni?
Uh, no,
Fun fact, Ed Sheeran was like my 10th most listened to artist this year.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Who
So,
was your Oh, sorry. I was going to say who
no,
was your most
you go.
toxic agent this season?
Oh, this is gonna like pain me.
Oh, I know what you're
Actually,
I
like
know
no. Like I was gonna say Amanda. Okay, I was going to, but like I don't know.
mine
I
was
feel like
Nicole.
Nicole. Yep.
Mine was Nicole. And I almost feel bad saying that because sometimes Nicole just gets like a lost puppy dog look. But girl, what are you doing? What are you doing?
No, the fact that she's like lying on camera is blowing my. Oh no! You know who annoyed me?
Who?
Take a guess.
Jason?
Take.
Jason?
Oh yes,
I
but not
literally
him.
have its own line in my notes. Jason is so weird.
Wait, I also have something
What
about.
about Mary Lou? Can we talk about
That's
Mary Lou?
who. Okay, first of all,
Girl,
it's Mari Lou.
she's
One.
delusional.
No,
Delusional.
bro. Like I get. Also, I understand English is not her mother tongue. I get she wasn't born here. I get she was, but
She speaks
also
it
like
very well. She speaks it
she
so
no.
well. I
So
honestly
so
don't know if that can be an excuse.
so not even that though. I'm actually gonna like disagree with what you just said. Like I understand that there is a language barrier, but also like the way that she like articulates words actually drives me nuts. Like I know she's trying. I know. But oh my god, the way I'm like watching her lie and then like not lie properly is like sending me into orbit.
The scene of her and Chriselle at that restaurant
Ah!
was was bananas because
That was god awful to
and
watch.
the way the producers were showing us the receipts to counteract everything she said. Like, is she okay? I think, like, I want to send her, like, I hope she's getting help because there's clearly some screws loose.
No, and I think they noticed that because I did also note that in the reunion. Oh, also, by the way, this is probably the entire episode's probably spoiler
Right.
alerts. Um, I did note that in the reunion, Jason talks about having a new girlfriend, and then they bring out Mari Lou. So I did think that was funny because, like, oh, maybe they finally caught on that she's crazy.
Yeah,
But oh my
Tan was
god,
having none of it in the reunion, and he was literally like, "You're wrong and lying."
yeah, yeah, that was that was something. Chriselle,
Yeah.
Chriselle's health.
Oh, the
I
ovary cyst.
I I gagged when she said the cyst was bigger than an orange.
How do
And then
you
she
how
goes on to say that it was the size of a grapefruit. That is bigger than the uterus itself.
how is she still
How?
able to
That's
like
the question.
wear
How?
normal clothes? How is she wearing normal clothes? Like that's protruding out of your body at that point, right?
I would think so. Even if it's not a lot, it's still something.
That's crazy. I'm glad she like got her removed, and I'm glad it wasn't like cancerous, because that's like a whole other can of worms. She's also married to G now.
Which I actually wrote that down as well, and I thought it was funny because yes, elope in Vegas, do your thing. But then she goes on to say that she didn't do the legal paperwork.
Yes, I also heard that. I just feel like to some
So I
people
don't
the
really know how that
ceremony means
works.
more, and to some people the paperwork is what makes it real. It's clearly for tax purposes that they didn't get married, right?
I would
Or just getting married makes your
think.
taxes better. Maybe G doesn't want a green card. Thinking about it, they actually had no good reason to not do the paperwork.
I just thought it was a funny thing to know.
Speaking of G, they just won, I think it was two ARIA awards, which are like the Australian version of the Grammys, which I was so like shocked by because first of all, I didn't know they were that big or that good. Um, But I don't know if you saw like a couple weeks ago on the Beanbag Banter story, I posted a TikTok of G performing at the Arias. They're really good. They're very talented.
I am so sorry. I watched a TikTok of G live reacting to the amount of arias they won, but I misinterpreted the video because I thought they won about like six.
They were nominated for 6, they won
Yeah,
2. Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, sorry,
G, we're so proud of
had to
you.
Google that. Oh my God, G, when you hear this, we would love to have you on the podcast.
Yeah. You and Chriselle both.
Yes, Chriselle, honey.
Or when you have your other ceremony and you sign the legal paperwork, we will officiate and be the flower girl.
Oh my God. Wait, that's everything.
Yeah. I figure you would officiate, I'd flower girl. That just seems like more your thing. I'm signing
Why
you
do you
up for
think
that.
that?
Because you're like way more like charismatic. So, like you'd be way like funnier as the
No,
or
you would be
or
funnier, I think.
I'd be funnier.
I think you'd be funnier.
You want
I
so you
think
want to skip down the aisles of flower girl? Is that what you
I
why?
think if we wanted something with waterworks and people just crying and like mushy gushy shit, I think that'd be me. But I think if
Mm,
we wanted something a little bit more light and upbeat and funny, I think that'd be
that's
you.
me.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk to Chriselle and G and
So
see
we,
what they
yeah,
want
Chriselle G, clearly you have options right here.
for
Like we
whatever vibe
have,
you're going for.
yeah, yeah, we got you covered. Um, okay. So circling back to Jason and Brett, I've noticed have had a lot more screen time this season.
Brett specifically has had more screen
Brett
time.
specifically, and there were certain points in the season where I was a little taken back by Brett, and I was like, "Whoa! Like, didn't know you had a pair of balls." Like, okay,
I
Brett,
wonder if
like,
like the Netflix producers like see people saying like where the hell is Brett and they're like, okay, let's show them working together so people still think this is like a real show or like real realty group, you know?
not that I'm gonna discredit Jason because I'm so not gonna discredit Jason. Like I obviously can tell that they both work really hard, but I
Mm.
definitely do think that Jason is more like out there
He's
in
showboating. He's
terms
showboating.
exactly, and for the show, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that Brett is definitely the backbone of the entire company, and I think that that's why we probably don't see him.
Well,
But
this is an interesting tidbit. I don't know if you noticed, but on the O Group website, Brett is not listed. He's not listed.
I did not notice that. I noticed that Jason had his own little
Yeah.
sub
Well,
page, but
I didn't verify that Brett wasn't on there, but I saw on Reddit they said that Brett was not on there.
I wanted to take note of one of the episodes. I think it was either 4 or 5, but it was right before they unveiled the new office, which we also need to get into. Before they unveiled the new office, and it was a little argument between the two brothers. And I thought that was so funny.
I was loving it, loving it.
I thought it was so dramatic. I thought they really like they really like pop their puss. I like do believe. And Brett put on a performance. Like
Yeah.
we need to see more of Brett, I
He said
think.
there is two of us. We're not the same person.
We're not the same.
Who are the two
Brett
top
and
people?
Jason? Is it
What are their
Mary and
names?
Jason? I don't know if Mevy's leaving all this in or not, but we asked her to look at something on the O Group website and insert picture here. Mevy, please insert the picture you just sent us. It was a picture of two randos.
Brett
Brett.
Oppenheim, if he's mentioned anywhere.
Did I say Oppenheimer?
She pulled up the people that worked on Oppenheimer the movie.
No, when I was addressing them, I think I said Oppenheimer.
Did you remember over the summer when Oppenheimer was coming out? Everyone was making the tweets that were like, "I thought it was about these two," and then we're pulling up like pictures of Brett and Jason.
Please.
Speaking of, did you see Christine was recently on a podcast and she said Jason has dated 90% of the agents in the O group?
I saw that exact podcast. Okay, update from Mebby. Brett Oppenheim is not on
The website.
the O Group website.
So we're on watch for Brett's next move, I think.
Brett's gone. Heather's gone.
Christine is gone.
Christine's gone. Bree might be gone.
Can they get Brie her own spinoff show? I love that girl.
Oh! And when we find out that Amanda and Jason also had, that was nuts. That
Amanda,
was
like
nuts.
that, I think that might have been what made me like lose it for her the most because I was like, you are just better than that girl. You are better than that.
You've inspired me to look at the O Group's website and look at all these agents and a few things that I'd like to point out.
Maya and Davina are on there. Yeah, I noticed that too.
So that's actually not one of the things that I was
Oh.
going to point out. Thank you, though.
Tidbit
Um,
about Maya that I saw on Reddit though. Um, she has an ad on a bus in Miami that sells from selling LA to selling Miami. And it's like a picture of Maya.
she is truly everything.
Yeah, Maya, we love
She
you.
is by far favorite agent.
She was amazing.
Favorite. Okay, few things. One, Geo. Do we remember Geo from Selling the OC?
You mean my favorite agent from OC? Of course.
Okay, so we know that his mom is into real estate. I didn't know she was also linked to the O Group.
Really?
Him and his mom are both listed. That's one.
What's their last
Two,
name?
Helou.
Okay, please continue.
Two, I don't know if you watched Dubai Bling. Great show. I feel like
I know, but
you.
I know your mom loves it, and I also heard that a character is on Realty with the O Group. I saw that on Reddit.
I'm looking at that right now. Kane Lim. He is on that show, and now I'm looking at him right now on this website. And number three, I thought. Oh, actually, I'm gonna take back number three. There is no number three. Okay, I'll actually give you a number three. I like how they added Nico and Zelda, the dogs that
Wait,
Jason
they
and
did?
Mary share. They added both of the dogs into the About Us section. Under Nico, it says the director of public relations, and for Zelda, it's the in-house architect. I thought that's really cute.
I'm
It's really
obsessed with
cute.
that. Who do you think did that, Mary or Jason?
See, that's actually really hard because, like, I feel like I would say Mary, but I low key think Jason did that.
You think?
Or maybe like Brett if he's trying to be whimsical.
Okay, so I just decided to pull up Geo's LinkedIn to see if I could find any fun facts about him. What I'm seeing is that in his experience, he has realtor at the Oppenheim Group since February 2021, so 2 years, 10 months, which, if we're correct, that's like right when probably shooting for OC started. So before that, he was at Abel Helou Homes as a real estate developer, which must be his family's like real estate stuff.
Okay, I'm literally gonna make up the story and we're gonna say that that's the story. So he started working at Selling the OC right when the show started. So maybe his mother, Lisa, was already an agent there, was like, oh my god, you're starting a show. My son's hot. Maybe he'll be on your show. And that's how we have Geo. Also, you were flaming their headshots on the website, but I definitely do think that Geo has the best one.
I wonder if maybe his was in front of the gray to begin with.
Yeah, I think it was.
It says Lisa has been a realtor at the Oppenheim Group also since February of 2021. He looks so good. He looks so good. But before that, she was never at Abel Hello Homes, so she didn't work at the other place with him. Okay.
Okay, so back to what I had said. Their office. What are your thoughts about um, their new LA office? and the price, and the amount of money they invested into it, and also the amenities. What are your thoughts of all the amenities, and is that appropriate for a workplace?
I mean, I think it definitely is really cool. I think it looks nice, not necessarily my style, like all the dark walls, but looks good. Um, I think the idea of them having like more bathroom space, especially for the women, I think that makes sense given what they're wearing every day, the way they look. So I think that makes sense. The bar is like, I feel like in a typical office, no, is like, you don't really need that. But because it's like for a reality show, I think that makes a lot of sense actually.
Shuffleboard, pool table, and darts.
I mean, my thought process is like, it clearly was all for Jason, and like, Jason can do whatever he wants. He owns it. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think of it?
Like, I understand that you're trying to promote a better work environment, and being that they do probably spend a lot of their time at the office, might as well get as comfortable and enjoy the space that you're in as much as you can. But that being said, if you're doing all this and adding in a DJ booth into your office and like promoting all these things and promoting gatherings in the office, like, okay, more drama is bound to happen, which I guess is good for the show, but you're also complaining about your new mansion tax and how business is essentially like, I don't know.
Well,
I did not think that what he did was smart, or at
no,
least
I
like
don't think so either. I
right
think he
now
could
it
have.
was not.
I think he could have also cut costs in a lot of places that he didn't. Um. Also, for the DJ booth, like, who's gonna be the DJ? Romaine? That's his new role now. Now that he's not building the office anymore. Like,
What's her face mentioned that she had Zed's house. Um,
that wasn't Bree. Nicole?
Nicole,
No,
I think
Nicole.
I think it was Nicole that she mentioned that she showed Zed's listing or lost it or whatever it is. So maybe Zed will come perform.
Yeah, no, I agree. The office is stupid, but I mean, they've got to make the people that do the show have got to get conflict in somehow. You know what I mean? So, okay. Should we move on to our girl Amanza?
It's time.
Amanza, Amanza, Amanza.
Girl, what are you
What are you
doing?
doing?
What are you doing?
I saw this talked about a lot on Reddit, but like obviously it's a reality show. They're only gonna stay on the show if they're like, causing drama and like a talking point. So I get like she probably had to, but I wish she could have done it in a better way. Like what was that video? That was bananas.
Okay. I I'm just like, also, how do you have the energy for all this? I don't really know the exact timeline of when she got her lower back surgery, and I think it was after they had filmed all this.
Mm.
Um, but I remember in like the earlier seasons, like she would talk about like the struggles that she had faced juggling her life as a single mother. Like, how do you have time to do all this and like go back and forth when you're claiming you have no time for your children?
How do you have so much time to spend mental energy on the fact that Emma and Chriselle are not at dinner when like you got your kids
Boo
at
hoo.
home who got to go to
Boo
school
hoo.
and
Like,
like you
you're
got
in
to make them
Cabo.
lunch, you
You're
got to
getting
cook them
tan.
dinner.
You look good. Come on. Relax.
And also for her to feel like she's got so much going on in her personal life, like not even to think that like Chriselle had all these things going on in her personal life that she couldn't be at this one dinner.
Like, it's okay. It is. I think those are when we were talking about something that was blown out of proportion. I think that this is definitely one of those. Like, this, none of this needed to happen. When Nicole called um Emma a social climber, obviously, like, that's not a good thing to call anybody, but I also thought that that was blown way out of proportion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um
It's because it's like if you are not a social climber, like, what do you care if someone's saying that? I feel like the only way you get offended is if you like have social climb. To be honest, like I feel like that's the only reason you might get offended by it. It's like you feel bad when someone calls you out on your actions. So I was the
Maybe
rearrange your face comment though. That was hilarious.
that was funny.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Same with the "you're on drugs" comment. Like that was funny.
Oh my god, like everyone's on drugs. Get over it.
And then on, so obviously after Amanda sent Chriselle that
Quiet
video,
on
Chriselle.
set. Quiet on set.
Oh, that's my dog. I didn't realize you could hear that. So after Amanda sent that video to Chriselle fired her from designing G's studio, and then it was a whole thing because that's how she provides for her children and blah blah blah. But I would like to read you this really funny Reddit post I saw, because also for watching Reunion, they talk about this a little bit more and go into more depth about why Amanda was so upset. So the title of the post is "Amanda's design sounds like my kitchen in The Sims 1." It says shiny red cabinets, black and white square flooring. I can remember it like yesterday. I don't understand how she was up till 5 a.m. coming up with that. The fact that she got paid $5,000 when she delivered a poor design and furniture that wouldn't fit through the door is ridiculous. Also, if she was rich enough to carry around a ball handbag, why does $5,000 matter? The worst bit was when she told Chriselle that she'd come and do another design for free. Warning bells, wanna run away, Chriselle.
Wait, that
Like, oh
is
my god, coming for her
hilarious.
neck.
Oh my god. No, because what the hell was that basketball? Like,
No, and
I get it's part of your outfit. I get you have the money, like, do what you want. But what the
she said
hell
she didn't
was
even
that?
realize it wasn't a bag when she bought it.
Bruh.
But like, here's the thing. Like, speaking of Amanda, there was another thing on Reddit that goes, "Why does Amanda pretend to be poor?" Like, and the post is like, she literally is like working at the O group. She's been friends with Jason for years. Like, she is not poor. Why is she acting like it? Like, she got that ball handbag. Why is she pretending to be poor?
I truly do believe that she is the best dressed. Or not even best dressed. I like her style the best. Girl, you are not poor.
Dressing like that, you're not poor.
Oh my god. Okay, so do you remember? I honestly think maybe she showed this house. She had this list and she showed it to her friend,
Tay
the guy
Diggs.
that was it the motivational speaker, the
No,
guy with the
sorry.
hat.
Tay Diggs was in like the first season Amanda was there. I just like always remember that.
Oh,
No, carry on.
so this season, there's a friend that she had known for like 2 decades. She had known him for 2 decades, whatever. They were at a very low point together. Blah 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 blah. There's a scene where the two of them go into the shower and they're testing the like acoustics and the echo in there. Do you remember the scene that I'm talking about?
Yes.
If it's not a copyright scene, which I'm sure it is, we need to post it somewhere because that scene is so like why are you screaming in the shower like that?
But that's why I always liked Amanda. Like, she's always been a little bit silly.
No, no, I'm talking about the dude.
I thought they both were yelling.
They both were, but he started it and he was you could tell he was trying to show off.
Mm.
Like that's we need to
Okay,
include that video somewhere.
we'll try to find it because I remember the guy in the house. I don't specifically remember the scene, but
It is so funny.
uh, I hope
Okay,
Amanda figures it out for season 8.
I have a question for you.
Okay,
Season 8?
this was season 7.
That was season 7?
Yeah,
There
I
ain't
hope
no
the show
way.
never ends.
There's no way that was season 7. That felt like season 4.
I know. Well, it's weird. It feels like Christine left so long ago, but she was there until season 5 or something, right?
Bro, Christine gone. Heather gone.
Maya,
Mary. Oh, yeah, sorry. Maya
Maya,
gone.
gone. Davina,
Davina,
gone.
where? Like, what's the point of the show?
To show like
No,
realtors selling big houses, but
no.
also to have Jason's like old friends come in apparently and cause drama. Like, Nicole's just so annoying.
So I was gonna ask you, which agent would you be okay with not seeing in the next season? But I'm gonna take your answer as Nicole.
Yeah, no, like it fully is Nicole because I, even though she's causing drama and I know she's doing that because she's on the show and that's what she's supposed to do, like I don't find her enjoyable to watch. I don't like her voice. I don't think she is funny. Bye. What about you?
I've never. I also like don't want to yuck on someone's yum, especially about like their tattoos because to each their own. But her butterfly tattoos on her left shoulder really, they really got some.
I think we need to go back where she was at the O group, but like not on the show. Like that's what needs to go back. Or like, I don't know, maybe she can go to selling OC and be like a side character there or something.
Stick her in Cabo. I think she'll do great.
Yeah, for real. Go to Cabo, Nicole.
How do we feel about the Cabo office?
Um, I mean, I guess personally, I don't care either way if it exists. I don't
Yeah, I'm
know
so
why they're.
indifferent.
I'm not sure why they're like putting it in the show though. Like I get it, but also I don't.
To flaunt.
Yeah, or it's also like just another plot point for the writers of the show. But yeah, I don't. I'm like, oh, sorry, tangent. Can we talk about Austin's last name being Victoria? Like that's everything. Austin Victoria, such a cool name.
You're so funny. Because as you were talking about Cabo, I was literally thinking about Austin.
No,
And
because he's the
how
one that wants to go,
I was going to say, I think he is the first one that will legitimately move down there.
and we'll
So
never see him on our screens again.
that is so funny that you just said that.
Do you think he's gonna get divorced from his wife?
Yes.
He literally hates his children. Can we talk about that? Like,
He doesn't spend time with his children.
and he doesn't like to
And,
spend time with them.
yeah, and he's like rude to them. And
To his wife,
yeah,
and his wife's
she
name
should
is
leave him.
Lisa.
Lisa, when you hear this, we support you in your decisions to leave.
And we're sure that Jason will happily fill the gap that Austin,
Yo,
that Austin
yo,
leaves in your life.
yo. Here's a good question. Here's a good question. Who do you think Jason, if he were to go after someone else in the office next, who do you think it would be? My guess.
Alex Hall.
Stop! That's what I
Like,
was gonna
it's
say.
sorry, it's so obvious. I mean, he dated Chriselle when she,
Oh,
right when Chriselle became main character of Selling Sunset. Like, he dated her.
oh, oh my God, Mebby, I'm so sorry for me screaming. I like so like, wow. I was literally about to say,
The
that
thing
is
is, it's
nuts.
unfortunate because I actually do see him with also maybe Polly or maybe Rose.
I see Polly. I don't see
Do you
Rose.
see Jarvis more than Rose?
I don't see either one of
You don't see
them.
either of them? Yeah, I see Polly too. I mean, there's plenty of time. He could date both.
He needs to stop.
He's
He
creating a
needs.
toxic work environment.
There. I don't know where I heard this. I cannot recall, but it was. I honestly think it was either Christine's interview or I also heard one with Chriselle.
Mm.
But it was them talking about them posing for the billboard and how it was just the twins and then all these tall, I think it was Christine, these tall blonde girls around them. And someone had asked about the billboard saying like I didn't even know what it was. Like I don't know it was a real estate agency. It seemed like a pimp service.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they need to stop. Like whatever bachelor
But also, like, can we think about the cast?
persona.
The cast of Selling Sunset season one was Heather, Christine, Mary, Chriselle, Maya, and Davina. half of that group were tall blondes.
Who are the tall blondes besides Chriselle? Or not? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, maybe they
Let
weren't like
me. Who
tall,
are the
but
tall
they were
blondes
taller
besides
than Jason,
Christine? Girl,
And blonde.
everyone's taller than Jason.
So I'm
He admitted that his shoes made him 5'6". So figure take 2 inches off of that. He is 5'4". Jason is shorter than I am.
look. I'm just saying the fact that like half the office had like traits in common, and two of them he dated. Like that's not a coincidence.
Apparently 90% of them.
And now look at Emma and Nicole. Also, like Nicole and Emma
Right,
look very
right.
similar in my mind.
I could see it. I think it's the eyes in relation to the nose
Oh, sorry, I'm about to say something
and the
really
cheek.
mean about Emma. Okay,
Trigger
I
warning.
I looked her up today and it says she's 32, and I fully thought she was in her
She's
40s.
36. Oh,
What?
I would say 36.
Okay, yeah, I late 30s, 40s. Like there's something around her mouth that gives off age. Um,
I think she has a lot of, again, love you, Emma. When you hear this, love to have you on the podcast. I think she has a lot of facial lines.
yeah,
I think she has a lot of smile lines, which I think are whatever. Um, I think she has a lot of those.
but she also, I mean, her cheeks, her cheeks and forehead don't move. Anyways,
She rearranged her whole face.
I mean, honestly, she probably did. No hate, but
That is
that was
so
so funny.
funny. Like, who
Rearrange your
comes
face
up
to.
with this stuff, bro? This is
Honestly,
so funny.
Chriselle's so underrated. The things she says,
She is.
she needs to start doing stand up.
Please.
Okay, should
To
we go on to the reunion?
yes. Okay, so the reunion.
Yeah. So I first of all I loved it, and I loved Tan France being the moderator. Is that what it's called? Like I thought that was so good. And when they did the lie detector test, I loved that because I thought it was like just the right amount of like funny and like them having fun with like a little bit of drama sprinkled in, but like not real drama because no one really takes it real. You know what I mean?
I thought that was a nice touch as well. I thought it kept things light and fresh. I thought
Mm-hmm.
it was so funny when Jason got so excited. It was like, oh, my turn, my turn. And okay, like I like the idea, but I'm so sick of seeing this John guy. Like I'll
Yeah,
say
was he
it.
like
I
the
think I
only
see
lie
him
detector
every
guy in California?
like the lie detector for the stars.
Yeah. John,
Also,
if you'd
John, if
like to
you're
come give
listening to
us a lie
this,
detector test, like we would so be down.
I'm very curious as to how you'd be in that situation because I feel like by nature Sally is a liar, and so I don't know if she would stick with the bit or just giggle it off and tell the truth.
Like try to lie, you mean?
Yeah, I think like even though you know you're gonna get caught, I think you would still like commit to the bit and
I think
still
I'd want to see if I could pass it. Like I'd want
yeah.
to like I'm such a good liar. I think I could pass one
You don't
because
like sweat
my
a little bit extra or
here's the thing. Some of the things that I like when I have a story that I'm like running with, like it gets to the point where I believe it myself.
oh, seek help. Kick rocks.
Eat dirt.
Oh my god, John, we need you. We're sick of you, but we need you.
Um also can we talk about the Emma's empanada part?
Oh my god. So what is it? They're vegan empanadas? Is that her whole deal?
No, I'm talking about when they asked Emma if Chriselle had ever had her empanada.
Oh. Okay, so the joke that Chriselle and Emma are okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's funny.
I think it's funny, but also I saw this post on Reddit that was like, well, I think they laughed a little too hard. I think Chriselle's definitely had the empanada.
I think they've definitely macked for sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But oh wait, that's such a good question. I feel like they haven't, but I think Emma might be curious too. I think she wants to.
She definitely does. She definitely wants to like get in there with her with G and Michelle.
This is us calling it. This is us. Well, Sally is a fortune teller, so
It'll. I mean, I'm sure it'll come out next reunion, couple more reunions. Like they'll say it.
they'll own it too.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion to the casting crew for the show. Let's see a brown agent. Let's see an Indian
Yeah.
agent.
Why don't we
Yeah.
get Kane Lim on there? Sorry, no, he's not Indian.
Yes. He's not Indian, but some diversity on there. Woo!
Trisha, maybe you one day.
Oh my god, please. No. I don't think I'd ever want to do that.
You don't think
I think I want to be an actual real estate agent.
they do both?
Ooh.
I thought it was
Yeah.
crazy when it said that that Nicole had sold the most houses that year. This year,
Wait, I don't remember them saying that.
I think it was like I don't know if it was the beginning or end of the reunion, but they said like who had sold the most houses in the year, like up to that point, and I think Nicole was at like 12, and she had the
Oh.
most.
Why did I think it was Chelsea? Maybe value wise it was Chelsea?
Yeah,
Wait,
she's the one
no.
who sells like the 10 million ones. I think. Can we talk about Jason calling Brie out for being getting a slow move?
No, that was bad. And Brett giving her like the charity listing.
Okay,
Was
the
it five
charity listing,
million?
like that one, I'm like, girl, come on, like it's a listing. Like, what are you
And
really gonna
she and
turn?
she and she moved it so much quicker.
Yeah,
Like he
like,
was doing you a favor.
are you really gonna turn away free money at that point? Like, you didn't even have to work to get it. I thought that was
Oh,
dumb of her.
we didn't talk about Cassandra.
Do you want to hear like a piece of like fun fact, LA reality tidbit about Cassandra?
Yes.
So we see Cassandra show up in Cabo, say she's a real estate agent, but all the way back in season 2 of Vanderpump Rules,
Oh
which
my
was
god.
premiering in 2013. Um, so backstory: the whole plot line of that season was about Tom Sandoval and Kristen Doty. They were together. Kristen was convinced Tom was cheating on her. They're very unhappy. And at one point, Stassi and Kristen are at like some model shoot or something, and
Stassi
Cassandra,
baby?
yeah, well, different Stassi, but yeah, Stassi baby.
Oh.
Um, but they're Stassi and Kristen are at the shoot, and Cassandra and another girl are there, and Kristen is like, "Oh my god, that Cassandra girl, like, she had sex with Sandoval," and is literally like wanting to throw hands at Cassandra.
I feel like I can relate to that because I too don't like her.
Yeah, no, she's so annoying. But I just think it's funny that like knowing what we know about Sandoval now, you know,
What do we know about Sandoval now?
he's like a cheating dirtbag.
Oh, we don't like him.
Mm-mm. Oh,
Mm.
sorry. That was tidbit over, but fun fact about Cassandra if you're also into Vanderpump Rules. She was in that scene there.
I really enjoyed that tidbit. I like knowing that it's a group consensus that we don't like her.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
also, Brie was right. Like, Brie wasn't wrong. To have that girl come up and, like, be, like, knowing things about you is weird.
That is really weird.
Especially even if you've, like, met before, but, like, once or twice and are very, like, acquaintances.
And then she's like, "Oh, we used to like serve bottles like back in our bottle girl days. You don't air out. I mean, I think Brie was pretty vocal about it, but it's also like don't air out other people's business. Like she was talking about, oh, one of her friends or something didn't have a good relation with Brie in terms of like professionally
Like,
or
talk
something
about
like
being a
that.
social climber.
Yeah. I hope she doesn't get an invite into the group.
I hope so either. Girl, Chelsea, what are you doing? Like, why? Leave her alone. Ignore
because
her.
she has someone that she can
But she's
bring under
friends with
her
Emma and
wing.
Chriselle. Like, I don't get it. And Amanda. She's friends with everyone but Brie. She doesn't need, like, new allies.
Her also, I also find it funny when I see her with her husband. Like I don't know why they just like I don't
I
get
feel like it's
it.
because Chelsea is so fabulous and outgoing and, like, shiny. It's like she's so shiny. You know what I mean? And, like, her
Hmm.
husband is just, like, so boring. He's so dull. Like, dull
At
to look
her
at, dull voice.
no, at her birthday party in this season when she was like going on about, and I was on Tinder one day and I just fell in love with the nerdy type and all
Oh
this
my god,
shit.
Trisha, I'm so sorry. You need to look at the screen.
Oh my god, hi. I'm over here like
He's been waving at us for like 2 minutes, and you're staring at
oh
the
my god,
fucking
I'm
ceiling.
sorry. Hi Mike. Yes, he's
Yes,
everything.
we have a live studio audience.
Tell Mike that Sally was kidding and she doesn't want him to be a guest because she hates guests on the podcast.
I was like, don't tell him that. Where were we?
I
Chelsea's
don't
dull husband.
know. I
Oh,
don't
you were talking
know.
about Chelsea's husband at the party, the birthday party.
Oh, so she was just like, I was on Tinder and I fell in love with like the nerdy kind of guys. And then they pan to him and he looks just so god awful in that suit that she put him in. And he's walking over so awkwardly and this poor guy, like she just shat on him and he's handing her her first Birkin.
I'm shocked she hadn't had a Birkin before that.
No, that took
That
me by surprise.
honestly, most shocking moment of the season, the fact that that was her first Birkin.
And then she was like, "Oh, what should I name it, girl? How do you not have a name picked out already?"
I'm just like, I truly don't believe that was her first Birkin. Like, I'm sorry, I don't believe it.
I'm also so tired of hearing all of their rags to riches story. Like, we get it. Everybody has the rags to riches story for the most part, except
No,
for
here's the thing,
Geo.
Chelsea did not have rags to riches. Chelsea's always been, like, extremely wealthy. Her parents have been extremely successful. I think it's just the fact that her mom wasn't around. That is her, like,
Her dad,
rags.
I thought, was also not around.
Let me, like, look up what her dad did again.
We have Mason here.
Oh, can you look up what Chelsea Lascani's dad does?
You know who that is, right? Yeah. She explained in one of the episodes that like both of her parents were just like really not there at all.
I'm sure she had nannies.
Boo hoo.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My girl was probably traipsing up and down the streets of Kensington with Cara Delevingne. Like, she is fine.
Oh my god.
Um,
Wait,
no, you go. You go.
I don't have anything to say. I was just gonna
Okay, I
talk
was just
about her
gonna say,
parents again.
why why are they trying to, like, I was about to say, like, why are they trying to bring OC and Selling Sunset together? But then also at the same time, like, I get it because it makes sense to, like, for viewership if you want OC to have more viewers. Agents at the O Group, we, unless you are Nicole, we are on your side. Unless you're
Um,
Nicole and Jason, we're on your side.
um, I'm still iffy about Chelsea. If it's in business, if it's from a business point of view, I'm so team Chelsea. If it's not, I'm still on the fence about her. But please continue.
My, like, if you could have, a meal with, like, anyone dead or alive, mine would be Chelsea and Christine together. I want to have a meal with them together.
Those are the two people you would pick for that?
I think Trisha Paytas and Tana Mojo can also be present.
Oh my god, I think that's
Dinner
we gotta.
party.
Okay, please stay tuned for next week because we were going to dive into that. That is a very interesting question that I would love to hear your extensive. We're gonna open it up, okay? This is a 10-person dinner, including yourself, so you can
Okay.
nine other people you gotta bring to the table next week.
Who are you bringing?
You'll hear the nine other people next week.
No, I know that was supposed to be like who you bring in and like who you like rhetorical to our audience,
Oh,
not to you.
oh. Anyway,
Bye.
wait. Try that again. Try that again.
Who you bringing? And scene. If you like this episode, please go follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Beanbag Banter Pod. Rate us 5 stars and leave a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And also go take a look at us on YouTube.
I think that was so
Okay,
perfectly said.
now we're
Oh,
done.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye.